What is the date? On Friday. On Friday was what? August 1st. Apply settings. So, in fact, this was a highly poor performance of job unemployment rates and job employment change in the US. They were forecasting at least 106,000 job. But when the result came, it came 73. So that really hits on America economy, and it had effect on the currency. And then we have the ISM manufacturing PM came out even below expectation. So this was bad for dollar last week, and we saw the kind of momentum that was in the market in terms of all the dollar related pairs. Then, so going forward this week, now, whatever happened on Friday, fine, it had effects on dollar down Friday. That does not change the concept of the overall direction, the where institutions is pushing trade to. Fundamental will come, will react, make some corrections, but the market will still balanced in the way of technical. So we're going to be look at overall how the month close. Since we are in a new month, we'll look at how the month close will determine our ideology, how to position ourselves for the new month. So all we'll do today is to show us this month, pick one or two currency, then stay with that currency and looking at, okay, once this currency come to these zones, this one wants to buy. I think we need to get to that level now that in a month, if it is maybe 2, 3 currency, 5 that I want to look at for that month, we'll focus attention. I'm talking individually now. You focus on that currency and begin to look for a setup within those currency. So if there's no setup, you fold your hands, you are not trading. So that will save you of trading all trades and for us to just be losing money anyhow. So going forward, we have Tuesday. Today, there's no news. We have bank holiday in Canada. On Tuesday, we have 3 p.m. That is tomorrow. So on Wednesday, there's no news. On Thursday, unemployment claim. So this week, on Friday, so this week, I think we have some not high volatility news from US, but from England, we'll be having a monetary policy summary from UK. Then we will have official rates from the UK on Thursday. On Friday, we have Canada rate employment change. So we expect this month, as beginning of the new month, some kind of a low volume, and we can also expect a higher volume because there are also news. So now, let's now go back to the main chart now. So we'll start on user with DSY. So now, the first thing we want to see, despite the news that happened on Friday, we know prior to that news, we have been bullish on dollar, right? So the news, this is just the effect of the news, only this long candle here. So now let's go to monthly, and we're going to be look at what is happening on monthly basis. From monthly, we'll move to Now, where's our monthly range? Our monthly range is, this is where our monthly range is from this low to this high. So we can see that from monthly now, we came to discount. So price is already traded from discount. So it means that selling from this zone is very dangerous. Selling from this zone now is very dangerous. That all we should be looking for is opportunity to buy this guy, because we are in what? In a buyer territory. So we have seen our daily range from monthly side, that these are low, this is our high. Our price has come to where? So price has come to so our monthly range on DXY, we have this low, we have this high. Our price has traded to where? To a discount. So let's look at the PDRA, which price traded to on the monthly side. So we have, the only way we have here is we have this a demand zone that caused this break of structure. Our price traded to it, and now, so previous months. Now let's not look at. Firstly, we are looking at the range. The price is in a discount, and the PDRA is acting on this demand. Then right now, based on individual candlestick formation, month of June closed this bearish, strong bearish. Now, month of July tap into the demand zone. Then we have month of July close very bullish. So based on individual candle formation, the month of July end with bullish. So what does mean for us? Since the month of July end bullish, not just only bullish, it end with a bullish engulfing candle. So our ideology for this month is that we will DXY will be bullish. That is not a certain thing, not an assurance, but based on price action. Since we closed bullish in July, we assume that this August we close bullish. For me now, as my own personal ideology now, is that I would love to look for a bullish setup on DXY, not bearish. The only way I can change my mindset to bearish is when July end, August end, and this guy close bearish back in August. If this guy come back, he close bearish, then mean that September, then we'll be looking for a bearish. But as long as July close bullish, all we'll be looking out for is whether a bullish evidence. Let's see. But that does not mean that we should trade blindly. So it means that 70% of our mindset is that we're looking for a bullish opportunity on dollar, which means dollar may gain strength over other currency. So monthly have shown us that we are bullish. Currently, we are trading the month of, so that news happened on the 1st. Now we are trading, which is normal. What is happening now is normal. A kind of pullback for this, at least 50% of this bullish candle. So monthly says we are bullish. What is weekly saying? Now, weekly time frame. So we are still weekly. Last week, we closed bullish also. You can see last week, these are bullish candle. Despite the news, we were here before on Friday, before the news. So the news pushed this candle to this base. So we close what? We close bullish on weekly. So my bias this week now is a bullish setup on dollar. It's a bullish setup on dollar. So which means in GBP USD, Euro USD, if DXY is bullish, in all this currency, I will be looking for what? A sell opportunity. So that is the meaning. That is the meaning. So DXY control the dollar. So whatever, if DXY is weak, GBP USD will be buying against dollar. But once DXY is bullish, GBP USD will be selling against will be selling. Now, so weekly we are bullish. Now, monthly say we are bullish, weekly say we are bullish. So these are the 2 higher time frame now. Now, anything from daily, we need to allow this order from daily 4 hours, 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes, wherever you are trading from, to align with the higher time frame. So daily now, last week, weekly close bullish, but daily candle close bearish. You can see now that daily and weekly, they are contradict each other now. So we have the contradiction between daily and what? And weekly. So and monthly. So monthly and weekly, they are aligned together, but daily contradicts. Why daily contradict? Initially, we were bullish, but we have this bearish engulfing candle, individual candle, that close below this daily candle on Thursday candle. So for daily now, we are bearish. Now, for us now to align our daily to our weekly, is that we must this guy will now return back to what? A bullish candle, a bullish candle. So how do we do that? So now this is where structures will now begin to take place. If we look at on daily now, we have this a swing. This is the monthly demand, weekly demand, and a daily demand that price tap into. Give all this high, come back here. You can see this high refuse to take out this. This will become what? A lower high. Just a form of price action. Higher high, lower high. So this has given us what? A lower high, which means now we have a higher high. So this means we are bullish even on daily. So and here now we can confirm this place as what? A kind of break of structure from daily perspective. So if we break structure from here, so where is our daily range? Is our daily range down this low to this high? So 2 things can happen. Price now has traded to 50%. Anything from this 50 below, anything from this 50 downward like this is considered as a discount whereby buy can take place. Anything from this 50 to 0 is a premium where we consider that sell can take place. Now, price are traded to that 50 and a reaction. So there's this tendency for price, maybe something like this to happen, then to this, then before this bullish. Now, how do I align this now? Since my overall perception is to bullish, all I need to do is to, whenever price looking for a bullish setup, whether price bullish now today and sell off. So on daily now, what do I need to do is to look at on this place now. I have this imbalance like here. So let me mark out this imbalance. Let's turn this onto this fair value gap. So now I am breaking trading down for this week now. So this is what I want to see. Price trade to this. Let's say this is go up small. price trade to this what? Imbalance. So for this imbalance now, that is where we'll be looking for where a bullish opportunity from. So we cannot draw to 4 hours or 1 hour. So we already mark out what? Our a place where we like to do what? To sell, to buy from. So price may drop here. So maybe price can take out this idea where you are seeing called there's this imbalance here. Price can trade to maybe half of this or not. Anything here, anything around here, let's say price traded like this, the price drop into this. So from this place now, this is what we'll now be looking for where a bullish setup from that want to buy, because this is this is what we have what? Daily fair value gap that connect with what? After this break of structure that happened daily, you can see. So that is where, so these are the place that a buy will be taking place. So all you need to do, you don't need to, if you want to counter trade, it's left to you. Maybe some people will say, okay, we have a break of structure here, look quickly for a sell here. Maybe you want to scalp, fine, it's allowed. You can make financial decision by yourself. So if price sell for around this region, then maybe from here, it's a very good place for look for what? To look for a buy opportunity. So now that will not be, so when you look for a buy, this now will align with the higher time frame, the bullish of the higher time frame. So we can now begin to look for a buy. And we have go back to daily. So we have this place to deal with. That place is a strong resistance zone. It's a very strong resistance zone. You can see our price there. So once we are trading above this resistance, then it means that the tendency for us to trade higher. So so this is narrative, and this is my view, my own view. It may not be your own view for dollar as we go into this week. So if we are looking for a bullish setup on dollar, then what do we be doing on other currency? So now, before I go to currency, let me talk about BTC. BTC, clearly, I point out here for a long time that where price was ranging here, was ranging between this. I wish I mark and said, this is the best place. Just the fact that I don't trade BTC, this is the best place to buy BTC. You can see how price tap into that support zone and bounce. So this has bounced. So now we want you to do, for those that trade BTC, you can now come to a smaller time frame like this and use your Fibo to get entry from this swing low to this swing high. So you can set your buy limit on 61.8 of this move or 71.8 of this move. So that is for so we have a break of structure already on 1 hour here. So just look for a buy opportunity around 61 to 71 points for Bitcoin. So that is for those of us that trade Bitcoin, look for a buy setup on this impulse correction, buy and allow the trade to run. So that is BTC for us. That BTC for us. Price reacts fantastic from this support zone. So the next withdrawn liquidity is 123,000. So there's possibility that price will go there. And if price collapse here and trade below here, then it means that price may trade this, maybe another place to look for a buy will be here. So first place for a buy setup, if it fail, the second place here. Now we move to, let's do Euro USD. Euro USD is a reverse of dollar index. So now the same thing, because dollar index is a flip of Euro USD. So the same concepts, the same thing. Now, monthly close bearish. Don't forget, on dollar, on DSY, monthly close bullish. But here now, monthly close bearish, right? Weekly close bearish. You can see weekly close bearish. So the news, even travel to this place, the news that push price to this place. Now we have market has opened now. So I'm expecting price to trade lower this week. I'm expecting price to trade lower. Draw on liquidity. So these are weekly draw liquidity, guys. So if you get a position, a set position, these are, we expect this week price to trade to this low this week. So this will be our target for the week. This will be our target for the week on Euro USD. I'm giving you expo because that is it. It's not that price must take out liquidity in either side for the week. So if you decide to buy, then this high will be what? Draw liquidity for the week. But since if you are having a sell week, this guy will be our draw liquidity for the week for Euro USD. So any position you're able to get for a sell, though not that buy will not happen because we have 5 days. Not that buy will not happen in all these things. But as long as this thing is continue selling, this will be the target. It's just like a daily candle. So a daily formation is simple. For example, now, day 1. So let's say these are last day. So the high and the low. Price will seek liquidity from one side. So if we look at this now, look at this. This is where price close. Coming. This is where price close on Friday, right? That's where price close on Friday. You see how price traded above closing price. Price has traded above closing price. Open price, I mean. Price are traded above open price. Now are trading down. So we can assume that a liquidity, price has seek liquidity. And so now price has seek above this liquidity. It can still come back and seek it again in that way. So now if you are trading down, so the next, whether price has seek liquidity now, or maybe we still have a buy, that price will still also seek liquidity. But once price is selling, one side liquidity must be taken. So if price has taken this liquidity now, then it means that for the week, we may have a bearish week that price will do what? We seek. But the funniest thing why this thing will be struggle is, don't forget, weekly time frame, monthly supersede the week is the daily. Now, if monthly close bearish, weekly close bearish, now daily close bullish. Now, daily, one way or the other, daily will align with what the higher time frame is doing. It means that last week now we closed bullish on daily. So, in one way or the other, daily will align with these two guys. So, let's now come down now on daily candle. Now, when we look at daily, I can see a total, apart from, let's not leave individual candle formation now. I can see a reversal from daily time frame now. This is a pure reversal. Why do I call it a reversal? Let's analyze market generally. Because I know that we have professionals in the house. So let's look this thing together. We have been seriously bullish on this guy. So this is where we have our last break of structure, right? The price move here become our swing low. So here's our swing low, then our swing high. So here's our swing high. So where's our range? Our D range is this place. Now, it means that we should be selling at least to discount, right? So price is already in premium again. Another thing is we have this high, we have a fade high, a fade swing high, and which we can categorize a kind of double top from that perspective. So we can consider that price has formed a double top. Now, which now we now have again. So if this guy is a double top, we have the neckline. If I extend, we have the neckline. We have price violated the neckline. So here, so everything here is the neckline, which price are traded to now. So also price as we have a shift in market structure. So it means that if dollar continue bullish, then there's tendency that Euro USD may trade to all this low into a reversal, which has occurred now, we may see for the rest of the year a downtrend resumption on Euro USD. But I can't. So, but my focus is daily range and how the daily weekly information. So, version before us now, we closed bullish last week. We closed bullish on Friday, but the weekly closed bearish. So, we are working with daily candle today, this big daily candle. So, let's say at least before any bullish can still occur, at the price you need to trade to 50% of this big candle here, maybe today and tomorrow, before anything bullish can happen. But for me, I would prefer look for only bearish candle. If this guy close bearish today, tomorrow will resume bearish. I tell you. So because the weekly alignment is bearish. So that will go to 4 hours. So we'll move to 4 hours now. Yes. So 4 hours. This was the result of the news. When you go to 1 hour, you see that kind of very big. And all of us, we know that when we have this type of big candlesticks, this is a liquidity, this is a very value gap that the price, at least, price will trade to the half of this fair value gap. So at least half here, maybe before anything bullish, if there will be bullish at all. So direction for Euro USD for this week is more bearish. We look for more bearish, but that doesn't mean that bullish will not occur. So if we want to look at 4 hours scenario now, so we can see price as seek liquidity above here. So we have price seek liquidity here, right? So, and drop to 1 hour. So 1 hour now, to engage it, to look for a sell. So if we want to look for a sell, to join this sell now, what do we now do? Let's go to 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, we have a kind of funny price action. I think this low need to be violated. That low. So be patient for this low. Try to break this low. Then anything like this, you can look for a sell. You can join the sell. If you are not in the sell already. So So this is it. Don't use this place as a break of structure. We have a demand here. This demand is stronger than this. So it's best is to wait for this demand to be taken and then wait for a pullback to any fair value gap, then you engage for a sell. So that's for the sell side on Euro USD. What of the buy side? Let's go to 2 hours. I will not make anything buy for now, because even 4 hours, the 4 hours the buy is not clear even on 4 hours, because all we see now is just a pull. So let's price come. Price may take out this low. If you have a liquidity sweep from this low on 4 hours and close and head up bullish, then we can engage a buy around here. So for now, don't push for a buy as price is coming here. Don't go and use this place as a change of character. Don't use it. No, it may not work out. So that is it. So sell is more good on this guy. You see, even you can trade to this place. So even from this place, it's still the position of a sell. Anything you can still become a sell. Whether price trade down now, trade back, and come back. So I don't know what price will do, but it's better to look for a more of sell opportunity on Euro USD than buy. So we have this our 4 hours range, a break of structure, then this high, this low. So currently price is trading at 50 and it's pulling back. So price can feed this gap, price can trade to this fair value gap, and a buy or call that will take price to this place then before it sell. So just watch out and be guided in any of your decision. So that is what I'm seeing on Euro. What of GU? GU, the same thing is happening on GU. So GU also, we are selling GU. So likewise the same on GBP USD. You can see bearish. We close bearish. We close bearish. You can see this is a very bearish close. So this week, so this is bearish. We close bearish. My focus for this week is to look for a bearish opportunity on GU. So we close bearish, monthly time frame, we close bearish. So guys, with this, you can't, the best way is to look for a bearish opportunity. You can't have a monthly engulfing candle like this and you want to be buying. That is suicide. Look at it. This is monthly. Monthly close, very strong bearish. So all we should be looking out for is bearish position. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you will wait for that bearish setup to occur. Weekly, we close bearish, right? So you can see trade. You can see trade to something here, then boom. Then it doesn't matter how long we're going to wait, but that waiting time, it will be very good. It will be very profitable. So even daily did not close well. So all we just need today is maybe you can get a put, but this week, not today. I'm not taking you out because today there may not be a trading setup. So maybe anything push, we look for a bearish setup around that zone. So we sell. So that is it. So on 4 hours now, we see this engulfing candle, our price quickly balance this fair value gap, and we have a push. So now we have let's say let mark this place as a supply zone. So let's mark that place as a supply zone, that if price traded to that zone, then we can look for what? Opportunity. Maybe try to this zone, can look for what opportunity to go to sell this guy. So that is it. So that is a very good zone to look for a sell GBP USD from. We have this imbalance that is here, so which you can trigger price to sell to this supply zone. So that zone is a zone that we can look for a sell, but don't do sell limit. Price may trigger, we may have a liquidity sweep because there's this tiny imbalance. So price can come here, sweep and rejected it back and begin to sell. All you need, as price get to this place, wait for what? A bearish confirmation and look for a sell. So I am done with that. Myself, I reduced some currency setup that I'm looking at. All those JPYPS, I've deleted them. I don't want, because you know I said it, that whenever there's a news, anything that happened in US, it happened to JPY. I will prove it to you now. On Friday, let's go to GPP JPY. You see something now. It's USD that we have negative news. USD was bad. See what happened to GJ, how JPY sell off. Just that, because the DSY was weak, news was against dollar, JPY against strength. Look at all the JPY pairs to back up my claim that whenever you see negative on USD, JPY against strength, you see CAD JPY, all the JPY you see. So you don't want to. That's why anything JPY, I don't want to do. The only JPY I'm leaving is USD JPY. So I know that it's whether if USD is weak, JPY will be strong. If USD is strong, JPY will be weak. So I can manage this one. So talking about USD JPY, see how JPY sell off against USD. But we are still what? It doesn't mean that. So this is how we closed last week. We closed last week bearish on this guy. We closed bearish with this week. So for now, I will not have much to say. But all I can say is that at least 50% of this week, this week shows a bearish weakness between JPY and USD. So JPY will be sell one price trade to half of this week. So that's why JPY, I'm not really interested in JPY, the market conditions. We have bearish last week. Let's go to 4 hours. So on 4 hours now, you can look for a sell opportunity on this guy. We have this tiny supply zone. Price may not get to that place. So we have a kind of break of structure here, right? So just wait for price to trade. Maybe to any half of this, wait for bearish scenario or smaller time frame, then we can look for a sell. And for those of us that love sharp trade, this big gap, price will come to week. I think we cover half. So which means that the tendency that we have a buy to any of this region. So that can give you what? Maybe a bullish confirmation. So you can look for a bullish setup and buy to any of this region. So 15 minutes now, let's say 1 hour for us to get a buy scenario there. So if you buy now, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you should buy. You have to make a decision for yourself. That will be 100 pips. Did it worth it? Can you risk? Okay. So That is that, or you wait, you count to 15 minutes. Count to 15 minutes. Okay, there's this tiny fair value gap here. So that is if you like to give a short to buy, or two things. This low here, this low, and price sweep this low and tap into this fair value. Okay, I think this fair value gap is good, sha, to go long. All right, so let's use that fair value gap. We have two. We have this. I don't know which one price we respect, but if you ask me, I will prefer to use this guy here. I think to do a counter trade, and take some risk. No risk, no gain. That is 42 pips. Then at this that just target 2 to 1. At this with this 3, or if you want to extend it to this half of this thing, that will give you about 4. Okay, the 4R. So take a risk of buy opportunity on USDJPY like this is good. No risk, no gain. So risking 42 pips and to make about 174 pips. I think this guy is a good shot. It's a good shot for those that want to take the risk. But if you prefer to wait for the bearish, then stay away from the bullish. And allow price to trade to this zone, then you can look forward a bearish opportunity. So that is my call on the USDJPY this morning. I'm looking at get a kind of quick buy from here and take it up to some of these zones. It's good. It's good before the sell. So that is my take on USDJPY call. Gold. Wow, timers. So gold, monthly. Monthly close a kind of bearish, very weakness on monthly. Look at how price has been throwing weak, price has been struggling. June, you see how you see when June closed bearish, what happened again? July traded, he also claimed bearish. So June closed bearish. It means that we are bearish. July also closed bearish. So don't be deceived by this bullish we are seeing. This month can also close bearish until price trade above this resistance zone. So as far as monthly statements, gold is still closing bearish, especially close bearish pin bar. Now, weekly confirm bullish for us. So what we'll do is we'll stay more on bullish side on gold than bearish, because the extent that price will trade to this week, maybe back to this resistance zone. Then from this resistance, if price fail to close bullish, we can look for a sell opportunity again. So since now weekly narrative is bullish, we'll stay more on bullish direction this week for gold. So daily close bullish, right? Which is good. 4 hours, we are bullish. So now we will now begin to read structure from 4 hours. So 4 hours, we have a kind of change of character. On 4 hours, price tap into these support zones and sell price give us this there. So even here, we can say clearly that if you want to use this place as a change of character, which is a very clear change of character. So now that we have changed character for a bullish on 4 hours, here's the demand that changed character. So what we need to do is price traded to demand and look for what? A buy setup and take to this supply zone. So this is what we shall be looking out for this week on gold. Price best is this price trade to this demand. I love it. But go sometime in not trade. We have this fair value gap. So let's mark out this fair value gap. So as you are watching that demand, you are also looking at it on this fair value gap. So price can trade to this fair value gap. And now, and give us a bullish evidence. So it's whether price. So if you want to look at this is the swing, okay. Should you just swing low? Okay, let it swing low to this swing right here. So on 4 hours, so at least 61.8 to 75 is a place to go to bullish. So we'll be looking for a bullish evidence on gold at gold traded to these two zones that I mark out. Selling, well, is your own, you can now make your own decision if you want to sell, but I will not look at sell side because gold, you may look for a sell now, and the only way a sell can be occurring on gold is when price begin to trade. If price begin to trade above maybe something like this, then we can now begin to look for a sell opportunity on what? On gold. But for me, I would love to stay on the buy directions, on the buy direction downward, on the sell directions on gold. So that is good for me. So there's nothing too much narrative on gold. Gold is bullish, both from weekly to daily to 4 hours. So wait for a bullish. As price come here, we can come to 15 minutes and wait for or 1 hour and wait for bullish evidence, anything here, and we join the buyers. So that is good. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I think we have done well. So GBP, AUD, USD, same scenario. We are more bearish on AUD, USD weekly. We close bearish on weekly, and we engulf a previous bullish candle. So a price trade to this, I will look for a sell opportunity around this zone and take. So I'll look for a sell opportunity around that zone. That is where I'll be looking for a sell. If I can have one leg go up, anything here, I shall look for a sell opportunity to trade this guy down in alignment to weekly directions. Likewise, NZD/USD, the same thing. Weekly close bearish, weekly close bearish, and will remain bearish. So price traded to this, then we shall be looking for a bearish candle, even multi-close bearish, guys. So higher time frame is giving us a bearish direction. So all we need is price to trade to a good place and give us a bearish signature. Then all this high, I would love price to come again, sweep all these old highs and tap into. You can even tap into. We have this supply zone here. Yes, we have that very good supply zone, right? That price can tap into there. So that will give us a very good place to sell. Sweep liquidity above all this, I tap into this place, give us a bearish scenario. So in alignment with the monthly direction, then we look for a sell. 4 hours price of this was the news. Price quickly traded to this imbalance and move up. So price can still continue trading down. I don't know. But let's see what tomorrow, what price we do. 1 hour. So you can see that it's not even good to do anything now, to sell for now, because price is just in a mood. So that is it for my end. USD card. Let me quickly touch on all the USD pair and go. USD card weekly. Weekly, we are still bullish on weekly. What is monthly says for us? Monthly close bullish. Weekly close bullish. Daily close bearish. So What do we do? Now, price already giving us a lower high, break of structure. So this week, if price trade lower, we have some imbalance that price can get to, which can give us a bullish catalyst. We have this imbalance that is here. So that we have a fair value gap there. Price can trade to this place, and then we look for a buy opportunity. But now, based on daily narrative, we have daily close bearish. So which means we can look for a bearish, a sell, a sell to buy. We call it a sell to buy. So we have this supply zone here. So we have that supply zone, right? So price trade to this supply zone, we can move forward to sell. To sell back to this zone, and for this zone, we look for what? The buy opportunity. So that will give us a sell to buy scenario. So I'm looking for a sell opportunity from that zone on USD card. Likewise, USD Chef, the same thing. Let's mark out this big supply zone. Then, as price tap into it, wait for what? It says a sell evidence and look for a sell. Then, but don't forget that weekly supersede, weekly is bullish. Likewise, daily close bearish. So we have this supply demand zone that is still open one. We have some fair value gap. But what my contention is that these guys give us a kind of a sweep of this low. So we must be very careful if we want to set this one supply. We have this daily candle traded below sweep liquidity, below previous low. This is very dangerous. So which mean be careful as price come to this supply zone, because it's a kind of like we're having liquidity sweep below this low already. So this may not hold, it may hold. So when price come there, all you need to do, let's refine this zone to this, right? So as price come, wait for bearish evidence before you sell on USD share. So to go bullish, this guy, it will be, let's go to 30 minutes. If you give us another leg, that can be very good. This will be our buying here. It will be a process for us to buy. So if you can give us another leg again, it will be a very good to buy. So guys, this should be, so this is what we'll be looking for this week. Stay tuned and let's see how the week roll out for us. Thank you for your time. Tomorrow it's another day. So stay blessed. Bye for now. Our time, we have exceeded our time. God bless you too.